there's just a huge spike and increase in popularity in the number of users. So in 2007, last year, 25 million visitors. This year, 101 million visitors. So it just keeps growing and growing, and again, it's spreading internationally, spreading to other people. It just keeps on spreading information, communication. So, yeah.
Yeah. There are some mistakes that have been made and some challenges Facebook and its CEO might face. Being a CEO is tougher than Mark Zuckerberg thought at first. There is lots of pressure that he is facing, and since he was sort of thrust into this position, he really doesn't know how to handle those pressures. Speaking of being thrust into the CEO position, he also lacks traditional skills like attracting advertisers, management, and public relations that many of his fellow CEOs have because of more experience on their part. He is also reluctant to hand in the reins of the company to anyone else who could be He is also reluctant to hand in the reins of the company to anyone else, which could be a mistake. He is trying to build Facebook on his own terms and doesn't want to lose his stamp in the company, which may happen if the reins are handed over to a hired CEO, though a hired CEO may manage the company somewhat better. This brings me to another challenge for Facebook. It needs to stop burning up more cash than is generating in revenue. Even with the traffic on the site rising and more advertisers, it is still not generating enough revenue. It needs to find a better business model because the one they're using isn't working well enough.